this up here.
Huh?
Mic check. Because I got my phone charger plugged into the microphone, so y'all can let me know if
It says it's not live for 1 minute.
It's not working. Well, I've already got it. It's live. Or should be. It should be coming on. Well, yeah, they're seeing you. This just hadn't refreshed yet.
Well, hold on. Let me see if I can get...
What's up, Travis Williamson, Wacky Whalen, Mac Bergson, Matt HMM, TPG, Abraham, Wacky, Elliot, Clint. Let's see, Roy Phipps, Elliot, I think I might have already said. Lance Anderson.
Terry Burton.
I'm not even going to attempt to go back and watch and read the pregame because it's pretty deep.
I read some of it.
What's up, Terry Burton? So it is Christmas in July today.
The very last
day. The last day of July. I'm actually, I don't think I probably need to turn my fan on my phone. I don't think.
No, so we got a big heavy rain and it cooled everything down. Which one's the temperature, the top or the bottom?
The bigger number.
Okay, so it's only 64 in the garage tonight.
Well,
it's normally been like...
I don't know if that's right.
Well, that's what it says.
Yeah. Turn the fan on there.
It feels pretty good.
88.
You said it was the bigger number.
Well, the bigger at the bottom. 64 is the humidity. It's like, I knew
that's the big number.
It's like I knew it's not 64.
The big number, 64 is bigger than 88, and you said the big number, so... Well, it's 88 in the garage, but it's better than it has been.
Roy Phipps is watching a Hallmark Christmas movie. I saw they were doing Christmas in July.
Yeah, they did Christmas in July. I'm assuming that means it's the last day of it today. It has been brutal heat. Awful.
NFC and Jeff Bowery. So today's going to be giveaway day. I got some stuff I'm going to give away. So everybody go up to the live chat where it says top messages and hit your settings button and go to filter to all messages. That way you'll see whoever answers first thing, because sometimes if you're on the top messages, you'll think you answered before somebody else. So we're going to go by all messages. That's the rule of thumb.
NFL preseason tonight.
Yeah.
What?
First game.
See, I thought it was August, but okay, close enough. Why is the supervisor there tonight? Someone complained against Morgan. Well, he is in the weeds all the time on the comments, but I'm here as a second person to make sure that the giveaway is on the up and up.
So here's the options for tonight. So you're going to do the same way we did it last time. I don't remember when it was we did it, but I've got some questions. First person that answers, and then we take one of the giveaway things off the board. If you do live overseas, the only thing that I don't ship overseas, which all of it costs a ton, but like I got a couple.
We weren't shipping overseas this time.
Well, I got a couple flashlights that's got batteries in it, and it's an ordeal if you go. It's an ordeal no matter how you ship it. And if you are from overseas, and if you so happen to pick something that I can ship it from Amazon, it's cheaper, I'll just do that. So as far as the flashlights, so these are only U.S. Trustfire Mini X3. Wubin X2. I don't know. These might, if I put them on this stool, maybe they'll be able to see them. Wubin X2 Pro. Let me make sure that's in there. Feels light.
Thank you, Lance Anderson. He said he liked my footer digging.
Let me double check, make sure this one's still in here. Yeah, it's still in there. So I've just got way too many flashlights and all that stuff, and I hate for them to sit around here. Klein Tools quad socket. Clint Cole actually sent me one of these, but I'd already ordered one on Amazon, so I ended up with doubles, so I'll send this out to somebody. So that's a thank you to Clint Cole at the same time. Work Pro mini pliers, because I've got the Knipex. Why do I need these? Klein Tools Grab and Go, the 7-piece set, because I got 2 of these. So there's one for going to somebody. Klein Tools GFCI tester. I bought this as a spare a while back on clearance, and then I got that Kaiweets tester in the mail, so I'm kind of using that as my spare. If you don't have one of those, it's phenomenal. Milwaukee little ratchet with kind of like the Klein ratchet, but Milwaukee's version. And then the Vera Tools salt and pepper shaker, and the little bottle opener out of the Christmas set, because I bought 2 of those and I've got 2 of these, and I don't need 2 sets of salt and pepper shakers as well.
I don't think you need 1 set of salt and pepper shakers.
So that's what we're going to roll with for tonight. That way we don't get overloaded on shipping stuff. And it might take a little while to get this stuff shipped, you know, a week or 2 or whatever.
So the rules are whoever answers
First
correctly, you can
Get to
only
pick.
win 1,
Yeah.
but you can keep guessing just for the fun of it. So you can keep guessing on all of them, but once you win something, then you can't win anything else. And then you told them they can pick what they want as they get them right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So whoever gets the first one can pick out, how many is here? 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
7,
6, 7.
yeah, 7
no,
things.
8, because this little mini thing's hiding. The Work Pro is down
Oh.
there. So I think there's 8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 things.
8.
What's up, Breaking Free? Lexi. Been enjoying content. I found your channel about a month ago. Great content, especially the truck loadouts. Appreciate that, Cable. So the first, I've got questions on here. Let's see. Let me get to my questions. Some of them will be super easy, probably. Some of them, and I've got some stuff from videos that's maybe older, so it's a little bit harder, maybe.
You've
then-
got one in here that I swear nobody's going to get
Yeah.
because
Except
you
breaking
so,
free, Mike.
so briefly mentioned this, and I can't even remember if you mentioned it on a video or just to me in person. We'll see. I told him not to include it. He's going to include it. If you get it, I'll send you 10 stickers, and we'll sign them and everything because you're the super fan.
Travis said, "I'm surprised you let the shaker in the house. I actually keep them in my truck,
Yeah.
up in the front."
Yeah, he keeps them in his truck for when he snacks in there.
So first question is, I have 2 sons. What is one of their occupations? I don't know. I know I've mentioned one of them, but
I think we've
I think
mentioned
I've mentioned
both
both.
of them before.
One of them more than the other.
Oh, Abraham's in with the first answer.
let him go.
Let's see who else.
There's John
John
McCoy.
McCoy.
Matt HMM says teacher. Michael said accountant. So far, mostly accountants coming in, 1 teacher. Let me hit refresh because my stuff's quit on me.
Yeah.
So Abraham does have, there's Breaking Free said teacher as well.
Yeah,
so,
our daughter-in-law is a teacher.
yeah. So
Our son, who's married to the teacher, is an accountant, and our youngest son just graduated, and he works in healthcare. So
Abraham Perez is the first one on the, again, you have to be on all messages. If you're not on all messages, it might put you above somebody else.
he
and you'll
came
think
in there
you're first.
pretty quick. So Abraham, and if you remember what the choices were, or if you need to see something, otherwise you can tell us what you want.
Yeah.
We'll take it off the table.
I don't.
Jeff Bowery said CPA. Yes, he is a certified public accountant.
So Abraham, tell us which one you want to take off the list. You got Klein Grab and Go, Milwaukee Ratchet, Klein GFCI Tester, Klein Quad Socket, Work Pro Mini Ratchet, Woburn X2.
He said, let's see the Klein thingy.
The Grab and Go. That's this socket set.
Oh,
It's-
you dropped the salt and pepper shakers.
That's that 3H drive set that's on a carabiner. It's 3/8 sockets.
Plumbing just came in. Steve Ott said, let me win.
That looks neat. Thanks. So is that what you want, Abraham? Is the Klein Grab and Goes?
Plumbing with Keys, as you always call him, Quaz.
I don't know what to do with my pen to write down Abraham. There it is. So Klein, Grab and Go, Abraham. And I probably have y'all's addresses, but just go ahead and email me because it's faster for me to find a new email with your address in it. And then that way, too, if you changed addresses like Plumbing had, since last time I sent you something, I'll make sure I got the right one. So
Plumbing said, "Thanks, Amanda. Make him get the name right." Once he starts something one way, it is so hard to get him off of it. And anytime I watch the lives, and he'll say Quaz, and I'm like, anyway, I'll work on him.
All right, question number 2. Everybody ready for question number 2? What's up, Backwoods Law? Steven said, "I'll take anything." I talk to you and so Al's live all the time. In my Klein top 5 screwdriver video, what is my number 3 Klein screwdriver? See, I could have asked you number 1, but that's too easy. What's number 3?
I actually don't even know the answer to this, and I'm going to go ahead and admit that I have not watched the video of the top 5.
Plumbing saying 14-1, Mike saying 15-1 ratcheting, Matt saying Impact 11-1, 7-1 flip,
Stubby
Glitherin saying Stubby,
11-1. On Stubby, 14-1, 27-1, 14-1. I think you told me the answer. I feel like maybe one person has it.
Yeah, the answer is out there.
Yeah. He's making this hard tonight.
Yeah, this one's one of the harder ones. Like I said, I could have said what's the number 1, and I think most of you would have been Impact 11-1 is my number 1 in that video.
Variable length.
And I don't think there's really anything that's past it. I do really like the 17-1. I wish it had a 1/4-inch drive instead of a 3/8 drive, but I like that one. So my number 3 screwdriver in that video is this one right here, which is the 27-1 precision tamper driver.
And Terry Burton was the only one who guessed that.
Terry Burton has 27-1 on there, so Terry Burton's the winner on that one.
Now there comes Stephen Auden there, 27-1.
So Terry, you got Salt and Pepper Shakers, Klein Quad Socket, Klein GFCI, Work Pro Mini, Milwaukee Mini Ratchet, X2 Woobin, and then Trustfire Mini X3.
Kiltronic says that he used his 27-1 today.
I actually used mine today too, but not for. I had my tool bag and I was changing out seat and springs in a Delta faucet, and I was sticking it down in there to pull it out.
Terry's thinking. Plumbing said he's going to head out. He's been working all day since 7, and he just got home.
All here when you say Klein is I hate the Japanese.
Those clever Japanese.
See ya, Klein. See ya, Keys. Plumbing with Keys.
Breaking Free says, I would like to change my answer to 27-1. And you can do that, but Terry still said it first. So.
Yeah. Terry's going to get the Milwaukee, so he's getting the Milwaukee, what do they call it? The multi-bit mini ratchet. I really like it. It's basically the Klein version with the clip on it. But I've got one in my bag.
Max said the ratchet is nice. I think you will like it. Travis said good choice.
Let's see. So, I'm gonna do that one, or you want to do that one to be. I probably need to.
That's up to you. You pick them.
All right. We could have do something about you being a super speaker.
Oh gosh.
We can say, where did you get a? Although that me whispering, I got a microphone on me. It's probably not whispering. Let's see.
Let's turn them all the way down.
Yeah.
They'll never hear us
Matt
talking.
said it was killing him to find one of those, and it was the same way. Like my Home Depot didn't put them out forever,
And now you have
and
extra.
I actually had somebody send me the ones that I've got. So, let's see, what was it I just said? Oh, so here recently, I had to keep driving Miss Maintenance to work and pick her up, or my son did, or something else, because she had to have something done on her car. What was it? You know, I do vehicle maintenance myself, most of the stuff, but this was above
This was above his
above
pay
my
grade.
pay grade. Didn't want to do it. What was it that Miss Maintenance had done to her Honda Fit? Max saying transmission. John McCoy says timing belt. Honda Fit timing chain, Matt said. Abraham said timing chain.
Yes, Matt, it is my little Honda Fit. Abraham said he's just participating, not trying to win.
Backwoods is going to guess the batteries.
No, he would have actually he would have done that himself. He just did our daughter-in-law's car. He just changed the battery for her on that a couple nights ago. This was something that he said he was not getting into because they had to actually pull the engine to even do it.
What year is the Fit? It's a
15.
Yeah.
I bought it new in 2015.
Alternator, drive shaft. Cable said, I don't know, I'm guessing. So it was a timing. I can't remember if it's a chain or a belt that's on that car, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna call
we'll
that.
accept belt or
Yeah.
chain, either one.
And John McCoy, Nape. I
Yeah.
don't know if it's
He said
Nope
timing-
or supposed to
he
be
said timing
Nape
belt.
with the 8 in there. Said timing belt.
I want to say it might be a chain, they told me, and not a belt, but either way, I don't know the difference, so I'll count it.
Either way, I wasn't doing it.
Yeah, either way, he wasn't doing it.
Matt said it's
Matt,
not
yeah,
not a
it
belt.
is
it's
a chain. I thought that's what they told me at the place, that it was actually a chain.
So John McCoy, Woburn X2, Trustfire Mini X3, Vera Salt and Pepper, Klein GFCI tester, Klein Quad Socket, or Work Pro.
They're so cute.
Breaking Free said side mirror.
No, my side mirror does have a crack in it, though, thanks to the car wash.
What's the Woburn?
Which one? Are they both Woobins?
No, that one's not a Woburn.
Oh, okay.
So Woburn X2 off the board. I didn't write down. Let's see. Terry Burton got the
The Milwaukee.
Milwaukee. Yeah, I didn't write that down. That's the one I didn't have wrote over here. That's why. Terry Burton.
If it's a Honda, probably a chain. Yes.
And Woburn is John McCoy.
Usually chains go so much longer than belts. Yeah, it has about 100. I think it has like 115 or 120,000 miles on it.
And John, like, I've not got an email from you before, so just to make sure that you are who you are when you email me your address, I'll probably have you go comment on something. Like, I'll give you a weird thing just so somebody else doesn't email me and say, hey, I'm John and this is my address, and I ship it to them. So, like Terry, I've sent stuff to, and Abraham, so I'll know who they are. when I
Breaking
get
Free
the
said
email.
I'd blame the car wash too. It really was the car wash on my mirror. We went through there, and you know those little things that look like spaghetti that hang down? One of those things like wrapped itself around my side mirror. So then when we tried to, like, you know, the track was trying to keep pulling us, and that thing was wrapped around the mirror and it kept pulling. And I thought, I don't know what's going to break first, the mirror or that strap. And so there's a big crack in my mirror.
Clint said the next answer is going to be crawl space or purple thruster.
I saw something about if we find If we find somebody in the footers, I forgot to go back up there and read it. Abraham said, also, if Amanda finds a body while digging, I want first dibs to know about it. Oh, yeah, we haven't found any bodies just yet.
So this one will be for people who watch the Watch Me Work videos, but actually I'm gonna run and get something real fast. And it's something I keep in my truck, but that way I'll have it to show you what my answer is before I ask. That way you won't think I changed my answer to fit somebody, because I don't have it wrote down on a card or anything. So
Trip number 1 to the truck. Oh. Okay, I know.
So in my Watch Me Work videos, let me see how I phrased it. I wrote it down as a kind of a question. Let's see. So it's something that I recently started using, not so much like in the last few weeks or anything, but in the last couple of years. Like I didn't use these things until the last little bit. But they're in nearly any recent Watch Me Work videos. Something that I use pretty often on most jobs. What is that?
This is not the one that I said nobody would get, and I still don't think a lot of people are going to know what this is.
Vessel screwdriver, Clint said. That's a good guess. MH Ready patch vest.
There's a bunch of knee pads coming
Fine
in.
slip-on knee pads. Now they're in nearly every Watch Me Work video, and it's something that I use.
Shop vac ladder, Muddy Buddies, Durasac. These are all good guesses. Ratcheting lifters, Grabo, Vessel speed ratchet, Hyper Tough cart.
That's a good guess.
These are all good guesses because what is actually the answer is so random that I would never guess it.
Holstery or the other holster company, that's good too.
Gloves, camera,
multimeter.
What's this one?
I don't know. I don't know what Michael Benusi be more specific.
That weird little ladder. Is he talking about your little giant?
Pica pencil.
Glasses. Yeah, he's been using those longer than
Daniel said the wire stretcher.
Vito Pro Pack.
I use it whenever I do.
It's mostly so that he doesn't lose parts and pieces.
The answer is now in there. I do see the answer now. Trash can thing. All these are really good answers, though.
Kneeling pad.
Abraham just said magnetic mats. Kiltronics magnetic pad. Matt said magnet. Yep. So the answer is magnetic mats.
Yeah, Michael.
You know, I've always used part trays and stuff like that, but they're nowhere even close to the same thing as these things, in my opinion. Being able to stick this on a ceiling fan, or whenever I'm working on, I use this one like if I'm putting together furniture. I just throw this out and throw all the stuff right on there, and that way I just pick it right off. I wouldn't work without these now. Like they're awesome. So I think it was Michael Benusi he said something up at the top.
Yeah, I wondered if that's
sure.
what he was trying to say, maybe. He said, if it was like a typo.
Yeah, it said load is all matte up there, and then that's why I said it needed to be more specific.
Yeah.
But he's still the first one. He came in with magnetic mats. So
well, once I gave him a little hint, a bunch of them came in with magnetic pads.
So Michael, you got Trustfire X3, Vera salt and pepper shaker, Klein GFCI tester, Klein quad socket, or Work Pro mini pliers. What's the brand name on the mat and source? So this one's the Railer Magmat. That's probably my most used because it's small. Like this fits in Vito bags and stuff really, really well. But also in my vest pocket.
Didn't you have a carabiner on this at one time?
It comes with one. Like I don't use it, but it comes with one. This one's the Lotus All mat. This one is it folds over, but I've also got a Lotusol mat that I keep in my SPMC that's like the same size as the back of the SPMC. This one stays in my truck. I've got one in my SPMC, and then I've got one of these in my MCTP, and then I keep one of these in my vest.
Klein tester.
He's going to take the Klein GFCI tester.
Matt said he showed you that one.
Yep. The Railer magnets seem to be stronger. Like the Lotusol magnets aren't as strong, but there's a ton more magnets. Like, I mean, it's loaded, so it still works really well. Michael Benucci.
We've got 4 more prizes left.
What mag mat is on the back of your Milwaukee Impact? So there's a Railer small one. I got one in here. I don't have it on here in here now. I don't think. There's a Railer. They sell a 3-pack of little square ones, and they fit right on the back of a Milwaukee Impact.
The Railer brand.
Yeah, it's I get it. It's right there. As soon as I open my truck, I keep that because I throw it on there sometimes.
Trip number 2 to the truck. Woodshop tours. What did I miss? We're in the middle of a giveaway.
So Railer's got one this size too that you can put right there.
Oh, how
And
cute.
it sticks, and then you can throw stuff on it. It works really well in the Surge. I think the newer models are a little bit.
Clint said, I got to keep you focused. Kiltronic said, squirrel.
All right, let's see.
Okay, regroup.
Got that one.
Which, like I said, that can also be a 2-part.
So me and Miss Maintenance have been digging a bunch of footers in the last little bit. Made a short the other day. It just came a big rain too, and a bunch of mud just went into all of them. So now I might have to dig that back out.
Yeah.
But I'm digging it by handish with shovels, and I went and bought a Bauer rotary hammer, and then we at least have the skid steer to throw it in. We're not wheelbarrowing the mud.
It's still terrible.
But my plan,
It's awful work.
my plan was to have my plumber I normally use has a mini excavator. I wanted him to dig them, but something happened to where he couldn't dig them. Do we know what happened to my plumber?
Yeah.
Why?
In other words, why on earth are we out here with heat indexes at 107 digging footers? Why? Hey, the little Bauer has been a trooper, though.
Yeah, it has been pretty good. Mike said he got married.
Sink. Vacation. Arrested. No, he didn't get arrested. And he was not on vacation.
And there are some people saying sick, which is correct.
Yeah.
But why was he sick is what I'm looking for. What happened to him? What happened to him? So he was sick, had to go to the hospital.
Yeah,
but
Steve said hospital. He was in the hospital.
What
and he
was the
sick.
cause? What was the cause of why he was in there?
Clint said stroke, no. Food poisoning, no. Gallbladder, no. Heat, no. But that was going to be us the other day. I thought we were going to end up in the hospital.
Chris said sick of doing plumbing. Abraham said tick bite. Terry said ingrown toenail.
Too many little Debbies, heart attack.
Elliot Parrish said tick bite. COVID.
COVID.
Little Debbie overdose. Steve Woodshop and Tool Reviews did.
No, that's why this one's going to end up in the hospital on the little
So
Debbie overdose.
The answer is out there.
Yeah.
Abraham's actually first, but Abraham's already won. So the next person is Elliot Parrish. He said tick.
Yeah, he had
So
a tick bite.
he got a tick bite. He he was sick over the course of a couple weeks. Kept going to the doctors, and they wasn't telling him what was wrong with him. Couldn't figure it out. So he ended up being septic almost, had meningitis or something along that line. I mean, real bad shape. I didn't even know if he was going to make it.
So he hasn't really fully recovered to be out working in the heat and digging the footers. But I said the other day when we were out here digging them, because he got the bright idea of how hard can it be? So we got out here and started digging, and I said, I think that his tick bite has almost killed me.
So Elliot Parrish was the first one with tick.
Elliot said Lyme disease, question mark. I think it was Lyme. I think it was, isn't that what they told him? It was Lyme disease?
Well, that's
or
what
that
they were treating him for that, and they couldn't do
meningitis.
tests because he was in such bad shape to figure out exactly what was wrong with him. But he's doing pretty good right now.
Lyme disease is no joke. Yeah, it can have like lasting consequences for people. A-Rod said your sign is funny. I don't even know what the sign says tonight.
Yeah, all those signs from that place are pretty funny.
Oh. A small congressman. A small congressman bit him.
So Elliot pick Klein quad socket, Trustfire Mini X3, Vera salt and pepper shakers, or Work Pro mini pliers.
TPG, he's too much. Lyme is the
Flashlight
most.
is a good go for me. So Elliot's going to get the Trustfire Mini X3.
Lyme is most common in the Northeast. Less and less as you move west. It's misdiagnosed a lot.
All right. So there's one person that's in here that is disqualified from this one because he's the giver.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Let me find the. So a really great person that has a channel. What's up, Thomas Brown? Recently sent not me anything.
He did.
Oh, he did. He did send me something. He sent me a lousy sticker in comparison, but he also sent Miss Maintenance something. What did he send Miss Maintenance? Clint said charcuterie board. Cutting board.
I'm impressed that people know how to spell charcuterie.
That's got to be auto fill in right there. A nice charred cutlery board. I guess I could have gotten crazy and said what two species of wood or whatever
That's
it was
true.
it made out of. I should have done that.
I remember one of them. I don't know if I remember the second one. Jeff Bowery said a shark corchy board. A shark coochie board.
See, Jeff Bowery's got his auto fill-in thing. It's turned off. All the rest of you've got it on there.
It's a charcuterie board. I thought it was
Canary wood, Thomas Brown. I remember canary was in one of them.
It was Peruvian walnut.
Yeah. One of them was something canary. It had canary in it.
Okay, well then that was the second one.
Yeah.
If he's still in here, he could tell us.
Who gets your coochie board? So let's see. What it was Clint, I think.
Yeah, I think Clint.
Yeah. So Clint was first on that one. So Vera salt and pepper shakers. You can get your Klein quad socket back from me, or the Work Pro pliers.
See, Steve said we're right. So we did remember. Between the two of us, we have one good brain, and we remembered both of the woods.
Give it to number 2, Clint said. Let's see. That was Lance.
Matt said cutting board.
Yeah.
After Clint, because Abraham had already won something, so Matt's the next one, and then he said cutting board.
I'll accept cutting board. Matt HMM.
I actually called it a cutting board.
You need some salt and pepper shakers?
I called it a cutting board, but Steve's little note to us said charcuterie board. So Matt said salt and pepper, please.
Matt.
Lexi just got home, stopped for some gas, went in to pay, couldn't find wallet. Embarrassing. They pumped gas for you. I found it between my seat and console.
My wallet, because a lot of times I take it out of my pocket while I'm working and put it in my truck, and then at night I'll go in and be like, oh, I'll start looking around the house thinking I brought my wallet in, but I left it in my truck. I'm horrible. I don't leave it at places, but I can't ever remember if I leave it in my truck or if I put it in my hat in the house.
Or if you actually put it in the cubby where it's supposed to go, or if it's on the bar where it's not supposed to be, or if it's down like he's charging his phone in our bedroom and then maybe he put it down there on the nightstand. This is not a problem when you put it in the designated area, but you know, that's a lecture for another day.
Got two more things. I think I've only got one more question on my
Thomas Brown said, do you actually like charcuterie? Yes. That is something that us and our kids love, is like cheese and salami and pepperoni and olives and all that kind of stuff.
Or you can always put the board out, put oatmeal cream pies and peanut butter cream pies and Nutty Buddies on it. You don't have to be for that
Matt
stuff.
said, I don't have the advent calendar, so that's the one item that he wanted. Oh, so Cable says I have an air tag in my wallet so that I can't lose it. That's a good idea.
So here, let's see. Do we want to do the hard one? Then we got to think of one more question. I don't have but one more question.
I thought you had another one.
I've got one.
The one that we were whispering about that nobody heard us.
Oh, yeah. We can do that one.
Okay.
How we want to do it. Like a state or what you were calling.
Yeah.
So recently, had to pay a really big ticket because somebody over here got pulled over for going super fast. And in a certain state, if you get pulled over going really fast,
there's actually several states that do this now, but this particular state is dead to me.
What do they call you if you? What's Miss Maintenance's nickname in this state?
In the state of Georgia, I'm known as something. And if any of you are from Georgia, I'm sorry.
Matt said super speeder. Mac Bergson said super speeder. Speed Queen, Elliot Parrish said. That's
hey,
a good
I like
one.
that better.
A road terror.
Criminal speeder.
Criminal speeder. Still, that works. It's true. Leadfoot. I was beat. Super speeder. Kiltronic said. Road Ranger. Cable said. I think Mike Berkson came in first. Matt said Florida has super speeder too. I had heard that. I heard that as well.
But you know, I've heard that Florida doesn't really pull people over. Like, they don't enforce it that much.
Well,
they don't pull people over. Tennessee doesn't really pull people over. They probably enforce it
with the if you so happen to speed, but they're not out there like this. I mean, Georgia's just on it.
And I'm telling you right now, I've been seeing some things online about Georgia, and I've got my theories about them. I think if you're from out of state and you have out of state tags, look out. Because they know you're not going to court.
So Mac Berkson, you got Klein quad socket or Work Pro mini plier?
What's the punishment? Well, let me tell you. The base ticket was $595. That's just the base ticket. And then about a month later, you'll get a letter from the state of Georgia that says you have to pay them an additional $200 to the state. And if you don't give them the additional $200 for being a super speeder, then your driving privileges in the state of Georgia are revoked. You don't get to drive there anymore. So, I will no longer be driving in the state of Georgia.
Yeah, so now I've got to drive if we go through Georgia.
Yeah. My son's actually wanting to go.
I said, well, what are you going to do if one of our kids moves to Georgia? She said, well, I guess you're going to have to drive. I said, well, what are you going to do if I'm dead?
They'll have to come see me because they're not getting another $200 out of me. It's absurd that I had to pay the $595. But what was I going to say?
Jeff said that's why the timing chain was stretched out.
Hey, that was 10 days after that timing chain got put on there. They did good work. They did good work on that.
Cable said he got a speeding ticket in Arkansas. It was $780.
See, I don't know. I mean, like where we live, speeding tickets, couple $100. Not that I know from experience. I have not gotten one. Like I have had a good run of not getting speeding tickets, but friends I know that have gotten them.
Just think of the tools I could have bought
Our
with speeding ticket money.
our son wants to go to the Blue Ridge Mountains, and I said, "Hold up." I was like, "Isn't that in Georgia?" And he said, "Yeah." And I said, "We can't go."
Clint said, "What makes a super speeder?" It's two different things. It depends on what road. If you're on X amount of miles over the speed limit
It's basically about 15
on a
miles
highway,
over.
and then also X amount of over on a double lane
It's
road or
about
something. I
15
don't remember
miles
what it
over
was.
the speed limit. Because my ticket, which this is a whole nother thing, I was not going that fast, and I've got the GPS to prove it. My ticket was 91 and a 70, so that's 21 miles over the speed limit. But you're a super speeder at 85.
Jeff said that's like 75 Holta-Force pencils I could have bought.
Yeah. You probably own 75.
I could have 150.
Basically 15 miles over the speed limit makes you a super speeder.
So last question. This is for the Work Pro mini pliers. You're gonna have to work for this. So we also in the last, I don't remember, last year I guess.
Oh yeah. Is this the one that I told you nobody's gonna know this?
Yeah.
I don't even know that he shared this, honestly, guys.
I
so you may have to call him out on this one.
I did. So we recently went to St. Louis
Yeah.
and saw the Ark. Is it Ark or Arch?
Arch.
Yeah, Arch.
The Ark is in Kentucky. We've seen the Ark too. That's a cool little place to go. The Arch.
While we were there, we ate some places, and then we went to a place that sells sodas in St. Louis.
There's one on the workbench.
Yeah. The question isn't what is the brand soda, but you can throw that in there if you want to. Well, there's already some of that. Somebody's throwing that in there. What did I say was I tried a bunch of flavors like while I was there.
We got a
then
big
I also
variety pack.
bought a big variety pack and all that. But what was my favorite flavor of that soda in St. Louis? Roy Phipps said red. Red's not a flavor, Roy. Orange
Dirt.
cream, dirt.
Dr. Pepper. I've lived in Georgia
Peach
all my life. It's
cream
getting
soda.
embarrassing.
Somebody said strawberry. Clint said Little Debbie.
Cream soda. I could have sworn that he did not say this to you all publicly. I mean, I know which one it is, but it's like, I don't think he said it. It's not the one on the workbench, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, the one on the workbench is called Cardinal,
Cardinal cream. It's basically red cream soda.
like Big Red, but which is pretty good. It was the best one in the variety pack, but I like Big Red.
But they had some really odd flavors, not in the variety
This
pack.
was not one that I brought home with me. It was one that I got while I was there.
Cream soda, blueberry,
rhubarb.
rhubarb.
He did say, I just can't remember. I got a slight concussion at work yesterday. It's messing with my memory. Yeah, I remember. I said it during a live, I think. It's not during a video or anything like that. I'm pretty positive I said
Orange cream, steak and shrimp.
I thought Breaking Free, which they might not be in here anymore. I thought they'd be the ones that end up getting it. What length?
Ginger beer.
Chris said, what length vessel tank through screwdrivers do you like? I think they're the 100s. I like the shorter one of the two. I think it's a 100.
Black cherry, Little Debbie edition.
Killtronic said it was alive. This is the real trivia when he asked stuff about his personal life that wasn't on camera.
Marked down Kroger donuts. He's been on a clearance cookie kick.
Yeah, Kroger's been clearancing the Christie cookies like crazy.
Yeah,
at
those
our Kroger.
Christie cookies are really good cookies. In Portland, we are the king of odd sodas. This is an odd flavor. It is odd.
You drank one on the live.
Ooh, a couple people said licorice. He absolutely hates black licorice.
I'll give you a little while, and then I'll start throwing in some hints about. I'll throw in some other words that might kind of put you towards that flavor. So think Caribbean. honey, orange cream, papaya, coconut, rum, jerk. Mike Berkson said lime, wintergreen, coconut, mango, pina colada. That would be Caribbean.
Hold on, I'm texting.
Thank,
Our son, the accountant, was texting me.
thank,
Somebody,
meringue.
what did somebody just say?
Somebody's got half.
Okay. Somebody's got half of it.
Lemon, Vess, guava.
Thomas
Kiltronics
Brown
said
says
key lime.
key
Thomas
lime.
Brown said key lime.
Lemon icebox. That sounds good.
The answer is in.
Well, close enough.
No, somebody got it.
No, not exactly.
Well, yeah. I'll call it.
We'll count it. Thomas Brown said key lime.
lime.
It was key lime pie.
Yeah, key lime pie. Yeah, it was the best one that I tasted while I
I
was there.
wish that it had
And
been in the variety
Yeah,
pack.
I think it's kind of a one that they alternate in and out. Jeff Bowery said Monster White. That's one of my favorite monsters. I'm pretty sure I said it in a live, but in any event, somebody guessed it anyway. So I was curious. I was hoping because she said I didn't. I was like, man,
I just
I hope
cannot
somebody answers it
remember.
pretty early. Which
I cannot
I bet
remember.
Breaking Free, if they were still in here, because they're from there, and I'm sure they paid attention to it. So
Key lime pie sounds awesome. Yeah, it was the
so Thomas
better
Brown's
flavor.
getting the Work Pros. Do they still bottle it right there in the restaurant? Well, we didn't eat there. I just went in there off the street and got some. We were walking to go to the place we were going to eat at, and you didn't like it. Was it Salt and Smoke or something like that?
Yeah.
What was the name of that?
Salt
it
and
was,
Smoke.
Yeah, it was next
It
door
was
to
just
it.
because of what I got. Everybody apparently it had great reviews. Everybody else loves Salt and Smoke, so don't kill me for that if you're from there and you like
Yes.
it. But
Steve-
it was what I ordered. I didn't care for.
Steve said now that I said it, he did remember. Now that I've said it. So if you want something, email me with your address. Like I said, some of you, I know I've got it, but it's just faster for me to not have to search through all my emails to find your email where you sent me a thing. And then if you're somebody who hasn't emailed me pretty regular or whatever, like to where I've got your name lined out with your username, I'll give you some word when you email me to go comment on some video, and it don't matter what you comment on, I'll get the notification. I'll give you some word like pickle or something like that, and then that way I'll match your username with the email that you sent me, so I know I'm sending it to the right person.
Salt and Smoke is a well-known foodie place. Yeah, they have one that's right by the ball field down there. Now, the one we went to wasn't the one by the ball field. It was the other one. Abraham said, what did I order? So I ordered...
Steve said, send me a sticker.
I ordered...
I don't know do I got your address, Steve? He's asking me something. Go ahead.
I'm trying to remember. Was it fried bologna or
Yeah.
smoked bologna?
Smoked bologna, I think it was.
Which I thought sounded like it would be really good because there's a guy I work with that smokes like whole bolognas and brings them whenever we do like work functions, and they're so good. And so in my mind, that's what I was thinking it was going to be like. It just wasn't good, and he'll back me up on it because I gave it to him after I didn't like it, and he was like, just kind of a weird texture. It wasn't great.
Let's see.
I should have just gotten brisket.
Chris said I need to try ski. Yeah, I've drunk ski a lot. I like ski. I like it better than Mountain Dew and stuff. I like Mellow Yellow a lot though. I like ski and Mellow Yellow.
Okay, that makes you sound like you're from the backwoods,
I don't-
drinking all those green
Yeah,
cokes.
I actually, like I said, Big Red's probably my favorite soda, Coke, whatever you want to call it.
We call everything Coke.
Yeah.
So smoked bologna. He said weird.
Well, it was the texture of it was like
It was kind of spongy almost, like.
the taste was fine. It was like eating.
Well, I didn't
It was
like the
kind of
taste
like
of it either.
I don't know if any of you have ate potted meat like out of the can.
It was this
like
squishy
it was that
sort of
kind of a
spongy texture. which I don't think was right. And then they had also put way too much of some type of seasoning on there. And so, like, the meat flavor didn't really come through very well. I don't know. It just wasn't a good experience.
Matt liked RC, the natural soda, the old formula. Yeah, RC was the big thing, like in this area in the older days.
Well, because they bottled
yeah,
it
it was
here.
Yeah.
Steve said, I smoked a bologna last year. Sounds good.
Yeah, now I've had smoked bologna. Like a guy at your work does it.
Oh,
it's good.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. That's why I got it, because like his are excellent. And I always liked bologna. Like I always liked as a kid, like fried bologna. Like, you know, you just get the bologna at the cheap kind at the store and put it in the skillet and fry it up.
RC Cola and a moon pie, Steve's Woodshop said.
Oh,
yeah, that's
yeah.
the big thing around here. Jamie said the Morgan's maintenance sticker might make it on his dirt bike this weekend.
Yeah, people are going to have to share where their, like a picture of where their sticker is and post it to the community page so that we can see
I still wish
where your sticker is.
I wish I got notified. Like just yesterday.
You just have to get in and check it every so
I
often. They don't
I
send
actually
notifications.
saw somebody's post in my feed on my phone, and I think it was Lexi's. It was Lexi's van doors being open, and I was like, at first I thought it was that Lexi Abreu or whatever her last name is, because I didn't even know that like those posts were going to show up in my feed. And I was like, no, that's Lexi that comments on the channel all the time. So then I went and looked at it, and it was in my Morgan's maintenance community thing. But I wish I got notifications of those, like, because I forget to go look, because it's kind of odd to go look at it. Appreciate that, Mac.
Every so often, I try to just go, which I don't know how it's set up everywhere. On the phone, you go to your channel, and then on the left it says visit community, and on the right it says visit page. That's how it shows up for your subscribers.
Yeah, for me.
And so on the left side, if you do visit community, then you can see all the
I've got to go
posts.
into it. I can't even get to it from the YouTube app. I have to go to it in the YouTube studio as the person's channel.
Yeah.
And then I got to click on my thing and go visit channel. And then I got to click on visit community in my visit channel. And then it takes me to that. And then I got to hit
as
newest.
a subscriber, you can pick between visit community or visit channel, at least on mine. And so every so often, I just do visit community and I see what people have been putting on there.
So did get the Knipex ES. I just put a video out right before I came in here and did the live. I got them on Amazon Japan. I think I just saw somebody, like a notification popped up and said that they're pre-orderable on Amazon US, but I couldn't find them, so I don't know. I have to see. But I kind of, again, the only reason why I bought them is because they are now in this 7 1/4 inch size. I wouldn't have bought a 10-inch pair. That's why I don't have the old version of this kind, because I just don't use 10-inch pliers that much. I'm a 7 1/4 inch plier fan. I keep the 10 inches in my truck because every now and then, like if you're doing a Delta cartridge or something like that, it's nice to have a bigger pair of pliers.
Okay. Well, I have to go.
Wow, what are you doing?
I have plans.
What are you doing?
I'm going walking.
What a loser.
I was here for the giveaway to make sure that the game went off without a hitch. I will also be the one sending all this stuff out at some point. I'll try to get to it in the next week. Maybe give me a couple weeks, but I'll get it all mailed out to everybody. And I may throw some stickers in the boxes
Yeah.
too.
And if anybody else wants stickers, if you just
Yeah, if you want stickers, stickers.
Just email me what needs to be on the envelope, and I'll send you some. I just quit asking if you want the. I've got a small one, I got a bigger one. I just put some of both.
2 inch, 3 inch.
Yeah, I just put. If you ask me for stickers, I'll just give you some of both.
Okay.
Miss Maintenance is leaving. I guess I'll scoot up a little.
So now y'all can just talk.
I'll scoot up a little, so that way
tools.
I'll probably lose some viewers if I scoot up some and my legs go away.
You'll probably lose some viewers when I leave anyway, would be my guess. But okay, bye. Have a good night.
Yeah, make sure and let our son drive you up there. I don't want to get another ticket.
We don't do super speeders around here. Oh, do you want my mic?
Just leave it. Yeah, just set it there.
I don't want to keep wearing it. You'll hear me talking about you behind your back after I leave.
off.
You'll catch me on a hot mic.
In there using the bathroom. So I got 2 other new tools today in the mail that I'm pretty excited about, that I'll make some videos for too in the next little bit, hopefully. And then I'm supposed to have something coming. Well, actually, I've got 3 new things, but one of them's not released yet or something from somebody, so I can't even put it out. But I'm supposed to be getting something that I'm really, really excited about, but there was a delay in the shipping or something. So I'll be glad when I get it. Any Nostr news? Clint said. No, I emailed them. I don't know if something maybe happened. I'm almost worried that like something happened to somebody at the company or something, or what. Like they sent me some stuff, but like I've kept getting on there. I even made a video already to put out whenever it was released, just to be a reminder to the people that it's now available and all that kind of stuff that I've got loaded up and it's sitting there. But I've emailed the company, the guy, like the CEO, and I haven't. And like normally he responds like that, like if I email him, and I haven't heard nothing from him. So I don't know. I don't know what's up with that. It's our last pre-tariff tool haul. TPG's getting the Woobin Kickstarter flashlight soon. Any hints as to what the tool vids are? One of them is a Klein product, and then one of them is actually the one of them coming is too, that's I'm really excited about. Then I've got a old light type thing. Telling us at UPS that today was our last day to pick up Amazon. It will come FedEx and Amazon now. I knew, Elliot, that that's what they kind of was said, that was the reason behind them. I don't know if it's true or not. Whether I'm sure I heard on the radio, because I don't really watch the news, that it was because that's why they were doing the buyout of people and all that, and because they were gonna basically Amazon was no longer profitable for them, so they were dropping them or something. I don't know if that's true. You know more than me. Michael's interested in ideas for SC45 loadouts. Haven't decided what to use mine for yet. Clint said, was he at a Coldplay concert? No, that wasn't that CEO. That's funny, though. Yeah, today I went in early because I had a call, and I fixed a door that wasn't shutting, and then a drain. And then I went and put a bunch of LED lights, or solar LED lights, on a big fence. A bunch of them on like every other post type thing. Put up a garden hose reel mounted to the house. Changed out 2 lights. What else did I do? Oh, fixed a dripping faucet. Then I went to a job at a doctor's office where I moved a bunch of countertops and cabinets out of a room. They wanted them moved out of there. They're going to make it a conference room. And then it was basically like a workstation type thing, and moved it to another location. And then I had to patch all the spots where those were, and then prime and paint. And so that was my day today. All that stuff, all today. A Klein broom swivel adapter. I did see that. That's not one of them, Clint, but I saw that at the. I did see that on Klein's website, but I saw that while I was at Klein too. Amazon's electric vans can't make it up our hill. I've never had an Amazon driver at our house, like ever. It's always been UPS or USPS. And then I get FedEx stuff every now and then. I don't know if it's Amazon stuff or if that's sometimes whenever I order other stuff. Jersey Discount Tool Company has a mystery envelope thing that went live today. I ordered one of those. SC45 bit case. That's what I'm going to use mine for. I haven't got around to doing that yet either. I've been pretty much working, coming home, digging footers, or figuring out. I've been bidding stuff, and then also having to do the final on the quadplex stuff, like getting all that kind of stuff together. Lexi said all different locations. The door that wasn't shutting right and the sink drain were at one place, and then the faucet leaking or faucet dripping, LED post lights, the couple light fixtures, and a garden hose reel was at one place, and then the other place was the countertops. I took out the countertops and the cabinets and stuff yesterday and patched everything. Got 3 coats on, two 5-minute muds, and then a coat of dust control. And then I went back today, sanded it all, primed all my new drywall patches, and then painted the whole entire room. If you don't have a Discord server, I could set one up for you. Would make it easy to have active interactions with the community. Yeah, that's what I thought, Cable. Whenever the post thing, like the community thing, is nice. Like, I just wish I got notifications, like when somebody posted on there. But that's a really good thing that people can share pictures and stuff with now. Apparently, they kick half of them off or something or other based on what you guys say. Again, that's never me. Like, if your comment gets taken down or your post gets taken down or whatever else, like, it's not me, it's YouTube. Because I purposely select allow all comments whenever I do my video, but just because I select that doesn't mean YouTube still will let you post anything you want to. They still have their rules or whatever it is. Matt said there's more Amazon drivers here than Camrys. Nico, when will Vito do another promo like spring? They only do it here in the spring. They do it in Europe at another time, but I'm curious to see if that keeps going on with them changing, being bought out. No one should ship by FedEx. They're a joke. They lose their equipment packages, our equipment packages all the time. You're basically a 60s small town handyman. Yeah. And again, like my day like today, like if I can ever get to the point long term of where I'm just going and remove the drywall patching and painting of that job, like everything else I did today, I'd love it. Klein Reamer. I tried reading the terms of service, but they're quite strict about links and other services like Instagram and TikTok. I think that most of the time, whenever if you get a comment taken down, it's when people try to share stuff. Every now and then, though, they still let some people, because I've gotten links from people sometimes in the comments, but it's pretty rare. I think they boot most of them. Cable said Discord would be completely controlled by me. I'll have to look. I've never even been on Discord, to be honest with you, Cable. I've always said, people ask me, like, are you on Instagram or whatever else? I'm like, man, I can barely handle YouTube. And that's it. However many subscribers I am now. I can't even imagine if you had way more than that. Half the posts made are rewritten 4 times or deleted outright. I copy before I post so I can edit it since it's going to get kicked. Jamie said, we marked a concrete slab that was ready for the house today so we can change the under slab plumbing for a different floor plan. Good times. Yeah, some changes, man, are just like whenever they change stuff, like some of them ain't a big deal, and then some of them are a really big deal. And then what's always funny to me is they always act like it like shouldn't really even cost anything. I'm like, y'all are crazy if you think this ain't gonna cost something. Matco or Malco? It's the company that owns Malco too. It's not Malco that bought Vito. Like it's the same company that owns Malco bought Vito. I don't remember what the name of them is. I can't remember. The new $2,000 Milwaukee rack is what you're reviewing. No, my Home Depot will get that like 7 years from now. My Home Depot did have a Milwaukee. I thought it was something new, but it might just be like it's kind of one of them side boxes for a toolbox. It's like a locker or whatever. For whatever reason, my Home Depot got one of those, and it's been sitting out there. Because whenever I first saw it, I thought, oh, maybe that's one of them pack out, things. But it just looked like a locker to me. I didn't see where it would be necessarily specifically for pack out. If you go on Discord, you got to start playing video games and cosplaying on Twitch. Does your Little Giant Sure Step have plastic or metal hinges at the top? I just got one and the hinges are metal. Lots of complaints with the plastic ones breaking. I've got my back door open. Truck mission number 3. I'm pretty sure it's metal though. I think mine's metal. Because I think pretty much everything on it is metal or fiberglass other than those straps. No, mine are plastic. I guess. But I haven't had any problem. I just used it all day today. Painting. Yeah, so mine's plastic with a metal pin. Now I don't know if there's metal like in this plastic. Doesn't look like it. But I haven't had any problem with mine at all. And I use the fire out of mine. Big ditches in the slab, it ain't good. Plastic hinge with metal pins, Matt said. Yeah, that's what mine is. Thomas said, my Home Depot's clearance on all the DeWalt rack stuff. Yeah, like the stuff that Steve's got in his videos. Mine doesn't even have any of it anymore. I went and looked today. Mine still had some of the Tough System stuff, but it's not clearance. But I've went in there the last 2 or 3 days, and then I've realized that I was looking at the DeWalt stuff, looking for yellow tags from far away. And I went in there today and I thought, well, that ain't even that same stuff. That's just the regular stuff. So mine had some back during like the Christmas sales or whatever it was out in the front, but I don't even think mine carries it. Breaking Free's back, had to snake a drain. Breaking Free, what is my favorite Fit soda? I'm just curious if you remembered it. That was one of the questions. Because I said if anybody was going to get it, it was probably going to be you. When Miss Maintenance said that nobody was going to know that. Wouldn't the step stool melt if you use the fire out of it? Yeah, I basically stood on the top of it all day today and just kept moving around to cut in the ceiling or cut in the wall to the ceiling. Amazon had lots of pictures of the plastic hinges cracked. Must be they switched over to all metal hinges now. Don't shame me, but I bought a 26-inch Craftsman top chest on sale for $169 at Lowe's to squirrel away more hand tools. If I could find the stuff that Steve's got on clearance, I'd probably go, because I kind of want a bigger toolbox, especially like because I want to move this one. Like once I get done with that, I'm probably going to put this one down there, and because that's going to be big enough for me to be able to pull my truck and stuff in if I'm going to work on it. It'll be a lot bigger for me to pull cars in and stuff like that if I want to. So that's probably where I'll work on vehicles. And I would buy the DeWalt stuff that Steve's got just to make as a rolling toolbox in here, with the idea of later on, I could also put that in a van or truck later or something if I want to. That's why I would buy that over a regular toolbox. Maybe it's just because it's more versatile for if I want to move it to a vehicle or something. I could figure out a way to do that over buying a big toolbox. But by the time you buy all that DeWalt stuff, I mean, you're kind of in the price of a nice toolbox. But that nice toolbox, I can't take apart and put in my truck if I want to, or put in a van or whatever. Jeff said he uses a 15-year-old sun-dried Werner that leaves more fiberglass in you than insulation. Have I ever tried Moxie soda? I don't think so. Somebody told me about a red cream soda of a certain brand, and I can't remember what that brand was now, but I haven't seen it. It might have been you with the Moxie soda. I don't remember. Wife says root beer. Breaking Free said. Now, it was key lime pie. I was just curious if you remembered or not, because I knew I said it during a live. Milo's has price drops on the Klein Legacy stuff. Mine just started that this week, Michael. Not much. It's only like about $3 or $4 on and I think it's only at Milo's. It's only on the needle nose and the flush cuts. Like, for some reason, they still haven't dropped it on any of the other stuff. RRT08, my Home Depot has that new cart by Crescent. Mine had, I don't know if they sold them or not, but mine had like 6 of them out there, and they're not there now. So I don't know if they moved them to, because see, sometimes I don't know if people buy them online, if they ship it from other stores, if they've got it or whatever, because I just can't imagine 6 people in my area went in there and bought that Crescent cart for $300, but all of them are gone. Have I tried Ski soda? Yeah. Yeah, somebody else mentioned that too. We've got those. We've got that here, pretty regular. Most gas stations you go into's got Ski. If you can't read it, it gets the Sawzall. Rolfie said tick bite. He must be watching on the little bit behind. What's up, Andrew? I saw the Klein step bit set on clearance today, $83 down from $99. When it hits $25, I'm in. Yeah, the step bits are expensive, man. I bought that. I got the Milwaukee one on sale one day on the deal of the day. I think I made a post about it. I don't remember if it's this one. I don't think it's this one. Let's see. I think I got this for like $20 or something. I don't remember what it was. And it's only got the 3 sizes. It's not like got the 6 or anything. But yeah, I think this was on Home Depot deal of the day. I think I made a post about it, or I made a short or something. I don't remember. But I think I got this for like 15 or $20 or something like that. And I made a post being like, y'all better get these. But they took them down like not too long after. But they still sent me mine. It's been a little while since I got that one. What's up, Sharush? Picked up the screwdrivers for 15. Yeah, they were still 19. They might ring up for 15. I didn't go up there and try to ring them up or anything. But the only 2 that actually had price marks, like as far as that you could see it, was the flush cuts and the needle nose. What is the soda that's similar to Mountain Dew that is bottled in Kentucky? Ale. I don't know. There used to be, I can't remember what I was thinking Ski was like RC's version of it, but maybe not. But I can't think of another one that I see very often in the store that's like a Mountain. You got Mellow Yellow, Mountain Dew, Ski. Oh, no. Squirt's not really like it. Squirt's totally different. Y'all ever drink Squirt? Squirt, and then Knee High Peach. Knee High Peach is pretty good. The Tactics Gaggle joining in. Crescent Cart's expensive, but you use it every day. It was really nice. Like I said, I was surprised to see them at my Home Depot because, again, my Home Depot is not a tool Home Depot. It's you go in and buy supplies. They got your standard tools for the most part, but I always have to ship stuff to the store, ship it to my house, or do whatever. I have to pre-order it or do whatever. But they actually had some of those, and like if I wasn't going to buy it for $300 because I don't use one every day, and this one right here for what I use it for, like I use this Hyper Tough cart. I used it today, just packing all the paint and stuff back and forth from that room to my truck. It's really nice to have, for sure. But I could see where, especially if you're going through parking lots and stuff, I mean, this does okay. Where this Hyper Tough really shines is like on like hardwood LVT type flooring, like tile or something like that. That's like not ceramic tile. It'd probably be pretty bumpy, but like a VCT tile, like that kind of a floor, concrete floor. Squirt's grapefruit flavored. Yeah, I haven't had a Squirt. I mean, I've had Squirt, but I haven't had one in a long time. Jiffy James said Lyme disease. There's a lot of people must be watching it, like, started it late. Mountain Holler, Jamie True said. There was also something. I think I'm thinking of like the Sam's Choice version. Like they had that might be what that is. It might be Mountain Holler. They had a certain name to theirs, but I can't remember what it is. Sundrop. Yeah, I've had that too. The only thing they bought on Tennessee starts out in mason jars. I'm always so nervous to try new sodas. I usually end up getting at a gas station. I normally end up getting a Monster normally. And again, I don't drink them for the caffeine. I just like the flavors of them. I like them better than drinking a Coke. L8. Yeah. Yeah, I've seen L8. Yeah, it's in all the. Now it's normally not in gas stations. Like I don't see it in gas stations, but Kroger has L8 because they've got like a cherry flavored, I think, and then also they've got 2 or 3 different flavors. That same brand. I'm gonna stick to what I know, kind of gal. Lexi said. Mountain Thunder. I think that's the Sam Choice. Mountain Thunder. That sounds like it. TPG said it sounds like an Aldi brand, but I think that might be the or not Sam's. Yeah, like Sam's Choice is that Walmart's like brand now, or I'm not sure if they changed. That's what it used to be called. Whatever it is now, whatever Walmart's brand is, that's what it used to be. Lightning Mist is another Mountain Dew knockoff. Dr. Thunder. I remember Dr. Thunder's definitely, I think, Walmart's version of Dr. Pepper. Because that's all, whatever Walmart's version of Cokes whenever I was younger, that's pretty much the names, whatever they were. That's what we drunk all the time. But I still drink. I drink coffee like when I'm at home. I just drink black coffee, and then every morning that's what I drink. I kind of make me a cup and I drink it on my drive into town. But while I'm working, I don't drink it that much, especially during like this time of year. Now during the winter time I will, but this time of year I don't really drink it while I'm physically working. I can, and but I don't. Diego, am I having trouble with my M18 batteries like Doc? No. I've got one 8.0. I don't know what Doc's problem is. I haven't seen that, I don't think. I've got one 8.0 that every now and then when I put it in a tool, it blink like it won't, like it can be full charge, but I put it in a tool, like say I put it in my miter saw or I put it in my uh, rear handle saw, and I'll pull the trigger and it won't do anything, and the battery blinks. And then as soon as I go put it in the charger, it's full bars, and then I can go put it back in that same tool and it will work. And it's full charge. Like it's not like it dies right away, like it's messed up or anything. It's just there's something about some kind of, I don't know if it's like a safety feature of whenever you go to start the rear handle, maybe it jolts a little harder or something. That battery's a little more finicky or something, and it's kind of shutting it down. I've only got one of them that does it though, and I've got multiple 8.0s and 6.0s. And I've only got one that does it. You can't keep up with Doc's videos, Joey. Yeah, I have to. I don't. Again, I only typically watch it on my TV for the most part, and then I don't go scrolling looking for stuff most of the time. I just watch whatever's up there. So sometimes my YouTube feed isn't even tools, like because if Miss Maintenance goes on a splurge of watching 48 hours, my whole YouTube feed is 48 hours. So I don't even see anybody's new videos. And then every now and then, like I'll find a Doc video will come up, and then I'll go through and watch like 10 of them in a row or something like that. Shop and save. Yeah, we've got a lot of save a lots, which not as many anymore. In fact, I think there might still be one here in the town that I kind of live in, but the main one that was in the town that I work in, it shut down. I don't know if there's any more Save-A-Lots or not. Used to be a lot of Save-A-Lots. There used to be a few Piggly Wigglies, but there isn't any of those around here anymore. I think there's still some maybe in Tennessee, the Piggly Wigglies. But we mostly have Kroger, Meijer, Walmart. And then we do have an Aldi for a grocery store. Killtronics had a couple 9s that went bad. Matt's got 2 Ryobi batteries that do like the Milwaukee, but they're useful on inflated things. I can email you an invite link to Discord. Yeah, you can, Cable. Like I said, I don't know anything about it. Like, I've never even been on Discord, so. Breaking free. Got my surgery back in less than a back surgery in less than a week. They changed the cam pulse unit system, electrical stimuli, and info spring. Got your surge back. Okay, I got it. I was like, I thought you were saying you were having back surgery in less than a week. And I was like, yeah, mine, they only changed out one part, and I can't remember what it is. I said it in that video, whatever it is. They ended up sending mine back, but mine's been working great. Like I've used it every day since I got mine back. Jamie's got a Metabo 36 volt that only lights 3 of 4 bars, but charger says it's full. I don't run my Metabo batteries that often because I don't use the triple hammer, but very rarely. Like I just get it out. Matter of fact, I only get it out sometimes just because I'm like, I'm gonna do something different today, and I'm gonna use this. But I do use it like on bigger framing jobs and stuff like that sometimes. But I more so use it in my nail guns, and I don't use them like a ton, so they stay charged forever. I'm always sleeping when Doc videos come out. I think he starts them like at midnight every time or something. I didn't know that until he told me that. Because I don't ever look at like the time that I don't have a lot of things set up on notifications just because my phone goes crazy as it is with the notifications from like comments and stuff like that. So I don't have a lot of other people's videos set up as notifications because between the comments and then also between just my business and everything else, my phone's already crazy. Doc made a recent new Icon socket kit he modified to make it better, but also made it $200. Well, an extra $120 makes a lot of things better. Elliot would love a board where I could ask you guys questions. Triple hammer is so smooth. I do like using it. Only reason why I don't use it more is because I only got a couple batteries. Because that one's a 30. Like I've got some 18-volt batteries, but I only got those. I only got like two of the 36. I only even bought that because I wanted some more batteries for my nailer, and that I got that on clearance back there at the Lowe's in the back aisle clearance or whatever. And I decided, well, I'm gonna go ahead and buy it and try it, more so to get the batteries, but then I'll have that triple hammer to give it a try because I kept watching so many people using it all over YouTube, and it is a nice impact. There's live tackle football on my TV. We made it, Elliot said. Yeah, I'll be glad. It's the only sport I really watch anymore. And I used to be a big college football. I still watch college football, but I used to follow it more than I followed the NFL. And now I kind of just like the NFL. Players change around on college way too much now to where it's just so hard to keep up with it. And all of college football has moved into you have to have crazy cable channels and stuff like that to watch it. So that's what's kind of ruined it for me. I'm hoping the NFL is not going to end up doing that. Seems like they're going to start putting more stuff on different channels and then more overseas games and all that kind of stuff. They all got too political, Kiltronic said. We'll see you breaking free. Plus the name is awesome. Jamie True said, yeah, triple hammer just sounds awesome. Yeah, see, I've got anytime I'm doing big, like I use my M12 Surge almost probably, I'd say 90% of the time. And then I'll get out my M18 just to run bigger batteries if I'm doing like a bigger job or something like that. But I'll get out the triple hammer in lieu of that a lot of times if it's something I just want to use it on just for something different. Put the Braves back on TBS. Yeah, I'm lucky. I don't get very many late calls. As a matter of fact, most of my customers, to be honest with you, I don't even do a lot of like emergency work, which I'm fine with. I mean, you can make more money whenever you end up doing that, but I'm never one who, like, if somebody's in an emergency, like and they're my customer already and all that kind of stuff, because most of my customers are all people that have made friends with in a way just because I'm around them all the time. But I don't get very many late things. All my stuff is really, most of the time, 90% of my work is, hey, I want you to do it. So just whenever you can fit me in, just let me know. If I get later calls, it better be leaking. That's whenever I worked at the facility I worked at. I probably went in a couple times, and it wasn't even times where I had to. Like, I would go in, like, if it was crazy hot like this and somebody's air conditioner was out, or if it was crazy cold, and they'd call me that night and say, hey, our heater's not on, I'd go ahead and go down there and see if I could get it running. But a lot of times, in that kind of situation, if you ain't got parts, it doesn't matter anyways. But sometimes you can rig up something to make it work or do whatever. But that was my rule is if there's not smoke or water, then it can wait till tomorrow, But every now and then I'd go ahead and go down for something. Fire alarm problems. Yeah, I haven't had to do a lot of emergency stuff. I've been lucky. I've still got more. I got a whole tote underneath of my iPad here that's got giveaway stuff in it, but I got to limit it to X amount of things every time just because it takes us a while to get them all shipped and all that kind of stuff. But the giveaways like we did tonight, we'll do more of every now and then. Because like I said, there's nothing wrong with, like, I like everything that I just gave away today, but I need flashlights like a hole in my head, and I can't keep them all. And like I said, even though there are ones where it'd be nice to have it still, like if I do a review for something and it's kind of like this one, but then I gave it to somebody, because even giving away this today, I give away probably 3 times as much of that as people I'm working around all the time, like 3 plane lasers and all that stuff. Like I would have 15 of them right now if I kept all of them. So I see somebody on a job site, they see me use my laser and they're like, man, that'd be really nice to have one of those. I'm like, well, today's your lucky day. You're getting one, because some of that stuff would be ridiculous to ship. Why I'm not giving that kind of stuff away on here. Like shipping's crazy. And I don't like keeping stuff like, a flashlight like this. It takes batteries and just sitting in a drawer somewhere. There's no sense in that. It's just going to go bad. It needs to be, somebody needs to be using it. TPG had to work at night sometimes. Tuesday, we cut the soffit off a house to build a roof over a large deck, an overtop. Unexpected rain and the flooring buckled. Yeah, that's always the. I hate doing exterior doors for that reason, like, because you just never know what you're going to run into. Like, pretty much, if an exterior door is on the outside of a house and there's no porch over top of it, which is pretty common in my area, like a back door, like you're lucky if it's got the soffit hanging out over top of it. It's way up above it. You can be pretty much guaranteed when you take that door out, that floor is rotted underneath of it. But it's just every time you take something out, you're like, I don't know what I'm going to get into, but I've got to get it closed back up by the end of the day. And then you never know if rain's going to come, especially this time of year. Like it could start raining. Today, we just got crazy rain this afternoon for about an hour and a half. Didn't even know it was coming. Problem with owning more tools than you need is wanting to use them all, even when you don't have a use case for them. Is the tote the size that Matt posted on the community page? No, I've got stuff in this tote. I've got other stuff too that are possibles, but they're stuff that I might would keep. But as I get stuff, I put it in here just to remind myself that I've got it to give to somebody, like if something happens or whatever. Jeff's a 24-hour service company and a firefighter. Can't remember the last time he slept all night. Terry wants to change all of our exterior door hardware to black, but we have 4 exterior doors. It's so expensive. Yeah, there's a big price difference in like some brands and stuff too. Like you can get door locks and stuff that are crazy high, but you can get some that aren't expensive, but they're pretty cheap. Like they're not very good. The finish will rub off of them, all kinds of stuff. So you'll just buy more of them in the long run if you buy those. Elliot gets calls all hours from people needing counseling and prayer. Over 30 times in 7 years of ministry, had to go have prayer at a person's deathbed. Yeah, it's always rough. Like, if you have those totes at your local HD, check it out in person. Cable emailed me a permanent link to Discord. Don't invite people for a bit until it's ready. If you make an account and join, we can communicate through Discord. I probably won't get on there tonight, but I'll look it up tomorrow. I got a bunch of stuff I got to do after I get out of here. Still wish there was a way for me to put my screen up over here where I could read the chat and not be looking down all the time. I haven't figured it out though, because if I swap it over to a TV, I was going to put a TV over here so I'd be able to see it. But every time I'd use my air, if I was mirroring it or doing whatever, all it does is send the video from YouTube. It doesn't put the chat up there. All the like a Google Chrome or a Chromecast or even a wireless HDMI. I tried that. Do a video on those totes in store. I'm trying to think if mine's got them. I know they've got some. I've seen some bigger totes, but I've not really paid attention to know if they're that same exact one or not. My Home Depot had the Milwaukee backpack blower. Was the only thing I saw on clearance today in there, and it was still like $629 or something like that. Apache wants to be like me when he grows up. I don't know. I think Apache's doing pretty good for his own self. He's always got about everything. There's a setting in the graphics that can make the second screen the same as the main screen. Yeah, I bought a wireless. It was for my old phone though. I haven't tried anything since I got my new phone, but it was like the lightning cable to HDMI wireless, and then it sent it to the phone. And then I tried plugging up the phone directly. I bought a cord and tried that. I've tried all sorts of things. It'd be awesome if they had, like if they did the chat the way they do on the vertical streams. Like on the vertical stream, I can sit there and just scroll up and down on the chat, but they don't do that on the horizontal. All it does is pop up as little bubbles for like 5 seconds with the comment, and then it disappears and you don't see it anymore. So unless you catch it, you don't see it. Because if they did that, I'd just do something on my, iPad or whatever, and I'd be able to, or you could have it on the whole screen, you'd be able to see it. But they don't do it that way. Everything's always different. If you do it something just slightly different on YouTube, like it takes you forever to learn how everything works. And there's no trial and error. Like you can't just get on here and do a pretend live and just try stuff. You have to be on here and be trying stuff while you're sitting there trying to talk to people or do whatever. You can see your chat on TV. You would just open YouTube and watch your channel as another user, then turn on the chat. Yeah, I could do that. I could log into Miss Maintenance's account. Maybe. But even then, though, I don't know. Maybe can you scroll up and down? Because see, I missed a lot of it. So then I like being able to do this right here. I can change. I don't know if you can do that on the TV or not. I've never tried it. I've watched some lives. Like I watch tactics lives on my TV and have the chat on, but I never do. Like I just read it as it's going because I'm watching it, but I'm not really paying. It's not the same as I'm trying to talk at the same time. So sometimes I miss stuff while I'm answering something and I need to scroll back up and down. So I don't know if you can do that or not. Russ got the carbide bird I recommended. And I had to get the new M12 die grinder when I saw the one you had. Yeah, I ended up getting a sweet deal. I was wanting the right angle die grinder, but I'm kind of glad that I got the straight one for door stuff, because I feel like it's easier to kind of hold it with two hands and do that, like strike plates and stuff like that. But I ended up getting that one. The only reason why I even got a straight one was because I got it on Facebook Marketplace for like $50 or something like that. It was brand new in the box, everything. And I don't think it was hot because it was a pretty nice place where I went and got it from. What's up, Robert Bush from the Cayman Islands? Use Miss Maintenance phone or another phone and mirror the screen on the TV. That's what I tried mirroring from my phone before to a TV, and it always gets rid of the chat and just does the video, like from YouTube. But I could log into YouTube on a TV. Like I didn't think about trying that because that's how I watch. Like if I get on tools with SOAS and then also Tactics and watch theirs sometimes while I'm laying on the couch, I have the chat going on the side, so I could do that out here. But I don't know that you can scroll the chat like while you're watching that. Because like right now, the whole time I'm just sitting here looking down at it. I feel like I'm not looking at you guys. Lexi's Home Depot is in the middle of a facelift. Can you mirror your tablet? I probably tried that too because it was the same thing. It has a lightning cable. And that's the piece I bought. I ended up sending it back. Every time, as soon as I did the mirror, from like it would still be on this screen, but the thing on my TV was only the video. Like I couldn't get it to actually look like this screen. I don't know if it's something about YouTube. Whenever you use the mirror feature, it automatically just plays the video. Or like I said, it could be something I was doing wrong, or it could have been the cord I bought did that, or whatever it was. I don't know. Someone said earlier that Milwaukee was about to raise prices again. Yeah, I can't remember who said it, but I think it might have been Mac or somebody. Appreciate that, Juan. Sharush likes curry too. Viewing my live on TV and on my iPad that I'm commenting on. Guessing a new Surge is coming out. Will be introduced at the Pipeline event. Seems like a lot of places are putting the current ones on sale. Yeah, the deals of the day on Home Depot have been the same stuff like for the last, I don't know, 6 months. And the Surge, the installation driver, and then the M12 impact kit, like they've never put anything new. It's always the same exact stuff. But I've been wondering that too. I've been wondering if they've been putting those on it because they normally, those haven't been in the deals for a while. And I'm wondering if sometimes whenever they put stuff on sale, it's because they're about to come out with a new one. What is the best oscillating tool blades? Tired of buying cheap junk? Jeff Bowery asked. I know most people actually like that Diablo, the nitrous or nitride or whatever it's called. I'm not real sure. I still haven't bought any of those yet because I got so many Milwaukees. The Milwaukee ones have been the best in-store ones that I bought. They're expensive, but usually you can catch them on sale, like on the Black Friday deals and stuff like that. But they definitely last longer. Like I used to buy, I was the same way as most people, and I'd buy them on eBay, like get a 50 pack of them for whatever, and just burn through them like crazy. But the Milwaukee ones last a pretty good while. Heat and humidity is better. Yeah, it's supposed to cool off like we're supposed to be in the 80s the next couple days, I think, which is nice because it's been in the 90s, and then also the feels like it's been like 110 and stuff like that here. Easy Arc makes good blades. Project Farm recommended those. Yeah, I got these and I'm like, I made a video and I'm like, I'm doing a live tonight, but I kind of want to go ahead and put this video out there. So I figured it ain't gonna hurt anything. I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to the. I've tried different stuff like, hey, maybe I should wait a few days before I post something else, and then, or I've tried posting like every day for a little while. I've tried posting multiple things in a day, and ultimately I found I don't think it matters. That YouTube either puts it out there and people watch it, or not. Because there's some videos where I think, man, this one should do pretty good, and then nobody doesn't get very many views, and there's some of them that I can't believe how many views they get. If they come out with a new Surge, I will finally be able to get a protective boot for it. I'm just curious, like if they're able to do more, because it's like I said, it's a total different type of impact. I'm curious. Like I said, I'll buy it no matter what. I'm hoping they got like better lights and stuff like that on it, but I don't know if they can do more power wise or anything like that. Which I'm fine with the power that it has, so I don't even care if they come out with more power. Have any of you ever used Groundwork Company for foundation repairs? No, they're a big name company too, but they're based out of Tennessee, I think. I used them and they were really good. I didn't use them for like my own home or anything, but I used them at the place that I worked at. I think it might be TFS or something like that. I think it's Tennessee Foundation Specialist, but I don't know if I think they branched out to other places, even though their name is TFS. They were pretty good. Helitech. What's Helitech Kiltronics? Is that or Help Text? Helitech. Groundwork's a nationwide company, but each one has different names. So the Tennessee Foundation Specialist, again, I think that's what it was. You know, they came in and dug and put like beams and stuff in for even not just foundations, but they do like if you got bad floors, well, I guess you'd call that part of the foundation, like piers and all that kind of stuff. Just they don't just do the exterior of the house, like they do like interior pier work and stuff like that too. Alabama Foundation Specialist is the name here. See, I wonder if that might be to where they all, maybe it's all one company, and then in each state they put their state name in front of it or something. When Jamie said, "Where are thumb cramps when you need them?" So I might be. I haven't decided yet. I've got work to do tomorrow if I want to. I was going to stay home and actually finish digging the footers. I only got a little bit left to do, but because the weather's supposed to be nice, but it rained today. Like whenever I got home today, I mean, the footers were just full of water, which now I'm going to have to go and dig out mud out of some of them. But I've had a pumping them out. So I'll probably go ahead and go to town and do some of my work tomorrow, and then I'm going to do it Saturday and let it dry out some. More so because it's just nasty working in it. It's not that it'd be dried out to a degree tomorrow, but driving the skid steer to dump the dirt and all that, it's just a whole lot easier if it dries some. So I'll probably go ahead and do that Saturday, and I may go ahead and go to town and do some work tomorrow. Ground will be at least soft tomorrow. Yeah, but it's going to be too soft. Love my fidget toys. I was surprised how fast I got this. I ordered it off Amazon Japan, And normally it takes a little while, but I don't remember. I texted Matt and told him about it. That was on Amazon Japan because K1W. I can never remember if it's K1W3 or K1WE. His name's Space Coast as far as on my email, so that's actually what I think about. He emailed me and said they were on Amazon Japan and sent me a link. And I was like, man, I don't know if I want to go ahead and order them. I don't know if I want to pay that shipping. But I was like, nah, I'm going to go ahead and get them. But I figured it'd be a while before I got them. But it only took maybe a week, something like that. Y'all gave up food talk pretty quick. It was more a drink talk instead of food talk tonight some way. I saw the 150s only. Oh, they're gonna have 150s of these two. I didn't know they were gonna do smaller ones. RRT08 never had good luck with Amazon Japan. I can't think of anything I haven't got that I ordered from there. I've only done 2 or 3 orders there, though. I haven't done a lot. I got the Vera ball handle screwdrivers from there. Then I ordered these. I think there was 2 other times. I'd have to think about what I got, though. It gets expensive. Like, you're better off if you have 4 or 5 things because the shipping kind of stays very similar the more items you add, so it makes it more worth it versus you just order one thing. The shipping's almost the same as the item is a lot of times. Gave away my 4-inch toy. Lance Anderson said Makita. Oh, listing that I sent you. Okay. They ever hit you with custom duties? No, it's always been whatever the price is that it says it is when I'm checking out is what it's always been. Like, I haven't had any kind of additional charge or anything like that. I wish I could think of what else I ordered from there. I know I probably ordered some vessel stuff, surely, but I don't remember what it would have been. The Vera ball handles, back when I ordered them, they were only, like, you can get them now even on our Amazon US, I think, but they were only on Amazon Japan and then on eBay, and the price was a lot cheaper on the screwdrivers on Amazon Japan, but the shipping was more, but it still made them cheaper than what they were on eBay. How backed up are you on the guest to trade? Thinking about submitting it if I feel the urge to take my bag apart. I think I'm only doing 1 this week. I think I've got maybe like 5 behind him. I think might be 6, 5 or 6. Can't you use third-party shippers with Amazon Japan? I don't know. Whenever you go to the other countries, usually they only will show you that, like, it comes up real big whenever I get on, like, because I even go to the UK, I've been to Germany. It comes up and says they're only going to show you items that will ship to your address, whatever your Amazon account has. So I don't know if you get a lot of options on how you can ship it type thing or not. If it hits 45, will you You didn't send me the link to the 180s, only 150s. I searched 150s are the only one I see. I'll have to look and see. They might have changed, like, after I ordered mine or something. That might be the same link. 'Cause I didn't even know they had 150s of these. I didn't. But it might have sent you like 150s of some other one or something of the Well, no, the old one, in the old version, and I didn't look it up before I filmed the video, but I'm thinking that the old version, was it only available in the 10-inch? Like, that's it? Or did they have other sizes? I know they didn't have this size, but I don't know if they had other sizes besides the 250s. Well, there's 45. We'll see you, Elliot. Appreciate you being on here. Like I said, I know if you won something, like Elliot, I know I've got your address somewhere, but it's just easier. Email me whatever your address is again. And plus, in that way, too, like plumbing, TPG ended up sending plumbing with Keys something, and I only had his old address, and I sent it to him, and that turned into an ordeal. So just make sure you send me your address if you want something. Cables in the queue. Hopefully I've updated a little since I sent in my photos and stuff, but I'll wait for a while before I send it in again to make sure my bag is set up the way that I want it. Clint said 250s. I was thinking they only had the one size. That's why I never bought them, because I actually kept looking at them. And I was like, I'd like to have them to try them, the old version, but I was like, I know I would never probably use them as the 10-inch pair that often. Terry said you can use black shit from Japan, but you still need to buy enough to make it worthwhile. Jamie said, I'm pumped. I tell you, the old Bauer SDS rotary hammer, the SDS Max, has been coming in like a champ. I almost went ahead and bought the Hercules because it was like it was $120 more, but the Hercules I think is brushless. But I was like, that one had a $20 coupon. I got it for $129. I mean, who can get a SDS Max drill for $129? And what I was going to be using it for, I'm just throwing it down in the mud and the dirt the whole time I'm using it. I'm just like, I'm not going to buy a Milwaukee one or whatever for this. So I decided I was going to go ahead and buy that. And if it lasts longer than this, I'll still use it to drill some holes on some nasty stuff. And then that way, that would free me up to where if I still have a corded version for certain jobs where you're just going to be going at it for a while, if I go buy another SDS Max, like I'll probably go ahead and buy an M18 like cordless version. Is that a spider chair to your right? Yeah, I got that at it was in that back section at Lowe's a long time ago, but it squeaks real bad, like whenever you sit on it. That's why I ultimately bought another chair, because I could hear the squeaking in the background of my videos. But that was before I started using the noise canceling. That seems to help out with a lot of stuff. But I like these. These are way better as far as they feel a lot better, and they've got like adjustment for up and down. Milwaukee's like $600, yeah. Because I looked it up before I went to buy that, because I was like, do I just want to go ahead and go buy a Milwaukee one? Because I've got a Milwaukee. I actually just threw it in the dumpster yesterday. I had an old one that's the spline drive. So all my bits, which I think they sell an adapter. So all my older bits that I've got are this. You know, that end right there, which isn't like the other SDS Maxes. But I think they sell an adapter that goes with that, because I've got quite a few bits that are that. I got a lot of money in bits in that. But I was like, do I want to just go ahead and go buy a Milwaukee? And then I was like, but no, because I don't really want to go do what I'm about to do with the Milwaukee one. Because then I wouldn't, the whole time I was digging, I'd be real OCD about where I was setting it down and everything else. I'm like, I would have still went and bought that. I think just to even use it just for this job. I mean, $129, it's definitely been great for what I've been using it for. I wish you got the DeWalt stool. It was a little bit short. I almost got it because it's got wheels on it, which I don't use. But if it had, I forgot to hit Do Not Disturb. Let me hit. The height was the only reason why I didn't buy the DeWalt one. I think it was a little bit shorter than these, and I've got this set up at a certain height to where it would have been like weird lost audio. I got a phone call that came through a second ago, so hopefully it's back on. And then I just put on Do Not Disturb, but I'm gonna get off here in a minute anyways. But normally it does lock up, like whenever I get a phone. It has before anyways. I don't know why. I got a whole checklist in my head of every time, like turn off my cameras because those notifications sometimes come through, and then that locks it up. And then I always try to remember to hit the Do Not Disturb, but I must have forgot to do that this time. You've been thinking about the DeWalt stool, 4 legs, no wheels. Yeah, I think that now that you say that, they got one that is kind of set up like this on the bottom, I think, too. So it might be very similar to this one. I was looking at the one that had wheels at the time because it was in the same price range. Lexi's gone too. See you next week. What are those impact screwdrivers about from Vessel? The Tang Through. I like those better just because of the weight. They weigh more than their other ones. All their other screwdrivers are way too light for me. Like they feel like a toy. But I'm gonna go ahead and get off here. I got a lot of stuff I gotta load in my truck and get put up and all that kind of stuff and get out of my truck too so that I can load stuff in. So I got home and had tools that I had to look at and got me distracted from getting myself ready for tomorrow. So I still got quite a bit to do to get ready tomorrow, especially if I'm going to decide to go ahead and go to town and go to work. So, but we'll catch y'all on the next one. Don't forget to email me if you want something. And then, like I said, I'll probably ask some of you to do a code word on a comment type thing. But walk of shame. We'll see y'all.